We got some belts to talk about. We got some belts to talk about right here on the Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing Show with your host, Mr.A. Catching up on the weekend fights. It's a lot of fights. And when you're working and watching boxing, you just want to tell your boss, fuck you, I got boxing to watch. But hey, you also have bills to be paid, so can't quite tell them fuck off yet. Now, belts. Like we said, we got some belts to talk about, and if you are a new viewer, that's what we do on the Double RT Boxing Show. We talk the rankings 1 to 15. We talk all the belts, and these belts, we're doing the Intercontinental and the Continental's America, the WBC's Continental America, and the Intercontinental of the IBF. Shakur Stevenson defeats Jesse Rosales with a 4th round knockout to get those. Now, he was number 15 in the WBC, and I believe in the IBF he's like number 9, I want to say. Now, these belts going to definitely get him that title shot that he's been very, very vocal about who he wants to fight. Just showing no respect. He's number 11, showing no respect for Josh Warrington. He wants to fight Joshy right now. And Bob Arams came out and said, like, hey, I think we can make that fight. I work with Frank Warren. I think we can make that fight if he wants that fight next. So I think it'd be great. I don't see why Warrington wouldn't take that fight. Even though Shakur is a prospect contender, his name is pretty big, in boxing. So fuck. And sometimes it's good to beat the young stars. It's good. It's good stuff. I think so. Mayweather did Canelo, Charlo did Lubin. When you just some guy think they're badass and they're young, knock their ass out, show them that, hey, you ain't quite who you think you are. And Warrington and Shakur, I think it's a great fucking fight. As far as this fight, Rosales and Shakur, it was good. It was I was borderline questionable doing the research for the fight. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be tough. Like I said, a lot of the 18th and 19th cards, I didn't do as many breakdown predictions. Just like I said, just tied up with work. But the idea was there for them all, so I had picks for them all. And Rosales is your domestic veteran. He has 20. His record looks better than what he's the typical fighter of what they give these young guys. A nice padded record built on domestic fights. He was a 20. He went into that fight with 22-1-1. And Shakur showed it was just a fake record, 22-1-1, built at home. Now, Shakur himself looked good. He looked good. I like Shakur Stevenson, every fight is seeming to add some type of wrinkle, seeming to work on something. And that's, like I said, even though his competition it's improving, it's definitely improving at a better rate than his fellow Olympian Michael Conlan. Definitely a better competition than at that rate if you want to compare those two. Now Shakur, he moved around the ring. He's fought on the back foot, fought on the front foot, showed some power jabs, body hooks. He knocked him out with 2 lefts, a nice kind of like hookish left and a short straight left to the right on the fucking button. And Jesse just kind of fell right on his back, one of those hands up above his head, and he was out. Like that. In every sense of Shakur being a better fighter than his competition, you saw what you wanted to see. Shakur work on some things, so you're okay. Good foot movement. He showed defense. He wasn't getting hit. Power jabs. He was feigning body work, and then he showed some power, and then he got him out of there like you're supposed to do with. He's calling out Josh Warrington, for God's sakes, man. You're calling out Josh Warrington, who almost knocked out fucking Frampton, beat the shit out of Shelby. The guy is a fucking motor house machine. And you're calling out Josh Warrington. You better get fucking Jesse Rosales the fuck out of there. If you can't get Jesse Rosales out of there, you ain't gonna do shit with Josh Warrington. So it's very, very good to see that, okay, he's barking. He's fucking putting some noise out there. And it's I like what I saw from Stevenson. Is he ready for Warrington? Sure, why not? He says he is. Put his ass in there. He has the skills. He ain't gonna find out until he faced that adversity. You know, let him get hit. Let him get barraged by Warrington, and we'll find out just how good Shakur's shotgun jibe is. Find out how good that body stab is. Find out how good his movement is. And Warrington ain't gonna play. He don't give a fuck how young he is. Warrington's gonna go in there and try and knock his fucking block off. Especially, he says he wants to go over to the UK and fight him. So damn. Double RT Boxing Show. Shakur Stevenson is your new featherweight IBF Intercontinental champion and your WBC Continental Americas champion right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. Getting those belts, climbing those ranks, saying he's going to whoop Josh Warrington's ass. Just a kid from Newark.